Wegovy can no longer be used for weight loss reasons under Medicare. And here to talk with me about that is Jae Oh, author of Maximize Your Medicare. Jae, what's up?
Lots of things, Bob. And while all the talk is about tariffs and its impact on people, underneath the radar has slid this detail Wegovy, which has been used for weight loss reasons, is not going to be covered by a Medicare Advantage plan or for Part D if it's prescribed for weight loss reasons.
So if it's prescribed for other indications, it will be approved by your Medicare Advantage Part D plan or your Part D plan, but not for weight loss.
Yes. So under original Medicare, it is discontinued entirely. But if it is for a medical reason that is not weight loss, it is possible that it is covered by Medicare Advantage plan or a Part D plan. That is not to say that it is a certainty that Wegovy is on the formulary of every Part D plan or every Medicare Advantage plan. Every individual will want to check this important detail.
Yeah. From a realistic point of view, Jae, is it possible that the doctor will say, wink, wink, this is for whatever the indication is, even though it is intended for weight loss, just to get around this?
I can't put myself in a doctor's shoes. That was my late father. That said, do I think that it could possibly happen? In theory, the answer is yes. There are other ways, for example, that if Wegovy is not on the formulary, that a doctor may be able to write a letter to the Medicare Advantage plan or to the Part D plan and request an exception. That is another way that a patient could access Wegovy and still be covered.
Right. And for those for whom this is not an option, are there other prescription drugs that would qualify for weight loss under Medicare?
Sure. And again, while not being a doctor and usually changing the channel when I see a prescription commercial, yes, there are other GLP-1 medications which have been prescribed for other medical reasons. But I think the main takeaway is that it can't just be for weight loss. It has to be for a medical reason.
Right. So that's one change that's going on right now. But we're also in the middle of negotiations for Part D drug plans, and I would imagine Medicare Advantage Part D plans as well. What do we need to know about those negotiations?
Well, I think it's one detail of a broader overall question regarding the Inflation Reduction Act. So what had happened is during the Inflation Reduction Act, certain elements of Medicare were certainly strengthened. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Bob, you and I have talked about it multiple times. For example, the $2,000 a year out-of-pocket maximum, the drug renegotiation as with respect to specifically prescriptions, the treatment of certain medications given in a Part B setting, meaning in a medical setting, for example. These are three details, very complicated ones, but can have a real effect on people who depend on these medications. All of these seem to be in play. And so I think that our takeaway today is to try to keep on top of that so that you can understand when you could possibly be affected, and so that you can know what the reason is so that you can ask the right questions on whether or not, for example, it could just be administrative error. It could be an actual change in policy.
Yeah. Obviously, we're a long way from the annual election period, but if people want to stay abreast of that, besides listening to the videos that you and I do, you do have a Substack channel and a YouTube channel that I think are as good a place as any for people to sort of stay abreast of current events.
Sure. The Substack is Jae's Corner. It's jaeoh.substack.com, where I try to keep people up to date on the many topics that you and I speak about, as well as other aspects of financial planning.
Yeah. And you still have your YouTube channel.
2 YouTube channels, Jay's Corner and Maximize Your Medicare. It's if you put my name in Medicare or put my name in yours in in any search bar, out will come a lot of different interactions for sure, Bob.
All right, Jay. Anything we missed or just bears reemphasizing?
It's going to stay complicated, Bob. I don't think that's any surprise to people who have watched any of our segments. I think that that's a very safe prediction.